preparing for the biggest pageant in the state. Our Naomi Popa introduces us to the sibling duo and shares their messages for advocacy.
Two sisters, two crowns, and one shared passion for inspiring others across the state. Growing up, sisters are taught to share, but little did Sydney Tyndall and Emily Bates know they would soon be sharing the spotlight representing River City in the upcoming Miss South Carolina pageant. The two sisters share the same mom, and because of their different last names, judges didn't know the pair were related when they won their crowns.
Two different last names. We don't look that similar. So it's pretty cool being like, oh, we're sisters, we're doing the same exact thing, we're the first in history. Like, win or lose, we made history at Miss South Carolina. And it's an overwhelming but cool, awesome, great feeling knowing that we just made an impact on that stage before we even walked on it.
The first in history. Sydney Tyndall is 24 years old and is the current Miss River City. Emily Bates is 15 years old and holds the title of Miss River City Teen. It's the first time in Miss South Carolina history that two sisters will be competing together as each other's Miss and Teen. Though Sydney has been living in the pageant world for the last 9 years, this whole experience is relatively new for Emily. The two tell me Miss South Carolina gives them a community of support and new friends, but luckily, these two came in with another hand to hold.
It's just a strong figure to look up to, for even especially to be my missus, but she's really helping me lead the way and guide myself to the success I've always wanted.
Miss South Carolina is a scholarship-based program which allows young women across the state to advocate for different social impact initiatives, speak publicly for different causes, and express themselves through talent performances. Each young woman chooses an advocacy to shine a light on during their term. Sydney lost her father when she was only 10 years old. In honor of this, she chose to advocate for suicide prevention.
A lot of people are afraid to speak up because it's terrifying, and with our society today, everybody breaks down on, don't cry, be strong, stay brave, but it's okay to break down every once in a while. We're human. We're gonna break, we're gonna cry, we're gonna bleed, like we all bleed the same color. Might as well speak up for each other and be there for each other.
Emily's early years were not the easiest. She reflects on trouble in the home that led her to her chosen advocacy, domestic violence. She tells me this gives her the opportunity to offer a sense of support and reassurance, something she didn't have when times were hard. At a young age, Bates believed what she was seeing was normal. Now looking back, she wants others to know it's not.
I feel like over the years we've generalized and normalized just domestic violence in general. It kind of gets washed out because we kind of just we take a side eye over it. We don't look at it, we don't think about it as much because nobody wants to think about it. It's a harsh topic, and it's really an important one that can happen to anybody we know.
Sydney credits her ambition in the pageant world to her late stepmother, who dreamed of seeing her on stage at Miss South Carolina. Though she's found success on stage, it's the work she's doing off stage that pushes her forward. The Miss South Carolina organization isn't just an excuse to wear evening gowns and beautiful tiaras. It's a chance to inspire a real change.
Miss South Carolina gives you a lot of opportunities to reach out to other people. It makes people feel a little bit more comfortable talking to you, knowing that you do have this huge platform and you are helping these other individuals. It gives you the opportunity to be able to, speak up on a topic without being afraid that you're going to be knocked back down.
And anytime these two have been knocked down in the past, they've always had one another to pick them back up.
Being able to share such an experience and such a great opportunity with someone that I'm literally related to, it creates an even better bond and an even cooler experience.
The sisters are taking the Miss South Carolina stage in June, and they say whether or not they take home the crown, they've already won. Naomi Popa, WIS News 10.
Oh, it's a beautiful story, Naomi. Thanks for that. And I'd have to agree, they are winning in so many different ways. It's incredible, the advocacy and being able to spread just their messages and making a difference in so many different lives.
So much, the impact they're already making, not to mention the history they're making, and getting to do it with your sister means so much.
Yes, really cool, really cool. All right, let's get over to Chief Meteorologist Adam Clark taking a look at that forecast. Adam, we are soaring toward